Hello, Cameron here. Just a little trigger warning. During the beginning of this episode, we do talk about past pets and how they passed. So if you want to skip it, jump to 24 minutes and 44 seconds. Hello, welcome to Quey episode 8. This is right after episode 7. And also after episode 6. However, what I meant is we're recording this right after episode 7.
The only difference is we have completely different guests.
Welcome back, Josh.
Hi.
Our other current host, Jeff.
Here.
Welcome back, Jeff.
I've been kidnapped again. Please, call the cops.
No, Jeff, it's fine.
I've been taken hostage.
Nobody listen to Jeff.
Hi, how's it going?
You don't even have a plan of escape now.
No, I don't.
Now we're just gonna have to chain you up, dude.
And I'm still here. It's Evan from last episode, or
Right.
other.
Other Evan, whichever.
You know.
I mean, you're kind of Evan now, because
Yeah, I know the one that stole my name.
The one that stole your
left.
name left, so you get your name back.
Let me just. I don't want to be crinkling in front of the mic.
Why not?
Winner by
I
default.
don't care.
Oh,
nice.
That's so mean.
That's ASMR right
I'm
there.
gonna be at work and I'm gonna cringe.
Why, you don't like ASMR?
I hate ASMR. Asthma.
Asthma?
I'm gonna be literally at work and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, ah.
Oh, please, no. I'm gonna have to mute the first 10 seconds of this one.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
Alright, I won't anymore.
As I said before, thank you, Phantom Night viewers, for watching our podcast.
Thank you guys for coming out.
At the end of last episode, we did do a Q&A. If you do want to answer it, feel free. It was the question from... Let me pull it up here again.
The Skoompoof?
From Skoompoof.
Hey,
Have you ever felt embarrassed to play a certain game? For example, I feel really awkward playing Metal Gear Solid 5 in front of my wife whenever Quiet was in the scene.
It's understandable. She's
Quite mostly naked.
what was your guys' answers?
Yes and no. So
Yeah.
Yes, no.
as a recap,
What? How do you have a yes/no answer to a?
I said Robin's pretty chill when it comes to that stuff.
but you're
Yeah.
I'm self-conscious. So like
Yeah.
when I'd play Genshin a lot, I'd be climbing cliffs or whatever, and like I'd always look up to make sure, all right, where do I have enough stamina to make it to the top of the cliff, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd always just in my brain, because Robin sits next to me while I play video games on my
Yeah.
monitor on our coffee table when she watches TV. I'd always be like, does she think I'm trying to look up her skirt? Does she think I'm just trying to stare at this girl's ass? Like, which is never the case. I'm always, I mean, no.
It's an added
Yeah,
bonus.
we can take that.
It's
the wrong
just
way.
a happy accident. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was
then-
just like I don't play a whole lot of video games anymore.
Yeah.
But when it came to anime and stuff like that, Larissa's response was just like anytime like a woman or like a girl with big titties came on screen, she's just like, "Oh, this is why you watch anime."
That's-
And I'm like, "No, it's not.
That's
You can never
literally-
explain it. 'cause
I know,
There's never
like,
a good reason in the
There's
show.
never a good reason. It's just
That's
like
literally the relationship between my mom and dad. Because my dad watches anime, and then every time my mom sees it, she's like, "Oh, she's watching porn again." I'm like, "Oh god." I don't really know. Like, I guess my answer to that is like, whenever I have like a create a character, normally I would make me, but lately I've been making a female version of myself,
Yep. Jaden, yeah.
and I like to look at her ass.
No, I get it. If you're gonna spend
that's
all
a
this
human
time,
answer. That's a human
So,
answer.
If you're gonna spend all this time looking at the back of a character, it may as well be someone you're sexually attracted to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, better lady ass than man ass.
So
You're
I
into that.
guess that would be my like embarrassing answer.
I can
but,
agree.
But like you
not-
wouldn't be like that embarrassed if somebody saw you playing as
No.
a girl. Yeah.
No,
Unless you're like playing as like a half naked girl in FF14 or something.
I would never do that.
One of the half naked cat girls.
I wouldn't never do that because it's like I don't know like what the rules on that are. So I'm just like I'll keep my person clothed for the most part,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Unless it's like okay, but swimsuits for whatever reason, then
Just because.
I'll
You're swimming.
But
And
Yeah, we're going for a swim. I
I
promise.
don't want to get my clothes wet.
yeah, Cameron, my answer is actually the same as yours. If my family was ever walking in when I was playing Genshin Impact, I'd close the game.
Because you're like I don't want them thinking less of me.
Yeah, 'cause all
even,
the
even though they probably wouldn't say anything.
I remember one time I I was trying to show my friends the end game of it, and I was playing as like one of the characters with the fucking jiggle physics. I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this game? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to play the video game, man.
I swear, I watch it for the plot.
I'm here for the gameplay, I swear. But yeah, that's the one that jumps immediately to my head.
Alright, I'm gonna let the dog upstairs because the caller is noisy.
Yes.
No worries.
Oh God, you
I'm
made a
trying to think of like
burp keep out.
a particular specific answer, but
I was trying to as well.
I don't know if I have one.
Like, I don't think I've ever had an issue, like a time where it's like there's something specifically embarrassing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like,
For me, it's always just how the game looks.
yeah, I guess so. Like, if there's a game where it's like, oh yeah, like, oh, there was a game. I can't remember what it was. There was a game that I played where there was jiggle physics, and
Yeah.
I'm just like,
No.
I hope nobody comes in while this is happening.
I put off playing Nier Automata for a reason.
We talked about that actually on the last episode. So that was another thing. Like in Nier Automata, you can self-destruct, and it blows the skirt off your character.
Oh,
It blows
yeah,
the skirt
yeah.
off of two.
Yeah.
And I've had to do that for last resort stuff. And I always feel like Robin's like, no, you didn't. You didn't have to do that for last resort.
Did you really?
You should have just died. I haven't had to do it in a long time because I've gotten better at the game. But
Oh, well, thank you for the question, Scoompoof. The Quey, I should say.
the Quay.
The Quey.
Quey.
And we gave you the A.
Yeah.
Hey.
It sounds wrong.
It's Quey a day.
That's gonna be the that's gonna be how we
You
say
gave
it
us the
now.
Quay,
You-
we gave you the A.
Exactly.
Yeah, now that you say it out loud, it sounds awful.
It does. It sounds wrong.
But that's what makes it funny.
yeah, I guess.
Do we have another one?
We do have a few. I
Yeah.
wanted to do them at the end of the episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was your viewer, so I thought I'd bring it back.
Yeah.
Because Ren was saying like we should do it with you as well.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
no big
Yeah,
deal.
they're your viewers.
Yeah.
You should interact.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're
imagine
viewing the
having-
podcast. They're viewing all of us.
Yeah, but they're from you.
They're from me.
They're actually
but-
just you. Multiple accounts.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody even really knows me.
Who? Wait.
I'm just, don't
We're
worry.
just kind of showed up.
They know Jeff more than me.
That's true. Evan's just our like devoted listener.
I really
best
am.
friend.
I mean,
I really am.
I mean, I was the fucking devoted listener for a while.
Yeah, it's true. And now
No,
Jeff
yeah.
can't listen anymore
you're
because
probably more of a devoted listener than I am.
it's too meta now. He can't listen anymore.
It's weird if I'm like at work and I'll turn it on and I hear my own voice. It's like, oh god.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about because I haven't had that happen to me yet. I feel like that's gonna happen. I'm gonna be at work and I'm gonna be like, oh no, I can hear myself.
Oh, no. Speaking.
I've had to get used to it editing my VODs for YouTube. I've had to get used to that in my voice, but when you first start, it's real bad.
Yeah,
You hear your own voice. It's
absolutely.
like,
Yeah, you just kind of have to get over it. Like this is how you sound. You fucking get over it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. I do have another topic. I didn't write it down, but Robin reminded me before
Okay.
we started this episode.
Okay.
We're at my parents' house. My
Yes.
parents are out of town. They're in wherever, the Dominican Republic, doing some vacation shit.
I was gonna
Nice.
ask you earlier. I completely forgot.
They're
to.
dead. I killed and stole their house.
Ah, that's what that blood was from.
Jesus.
I sent them to the Dominican
Okay.
under the suicide mission.
We here at Quey don't endorse
now
killing
we-
parents and stealing their houses.
We do it, but we don't condone it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We're
No, but
killing and kidnapping. That's what we're about.
yeah, just
Oh my
kidnapping,
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not killing.
Yeah.
Just-
yeah.
just
yeah.
life
You're
threatening.
safe. You're safe. You're not gonna die.
I mean, these chains on my ankles are pretty uncomfortable, but
This
besides
podcast
that,
is
it's
gonna
pretty
get
alright.
banned, dude. What the fuck?
What do you mean, dude?
Fine.
All right. So we're here, and first night, Robin hates like leaving the house because she's always afraid something's gonna happen, and it's justified. It's because last time we like really took a vacation, we went to Quebec to my my aunt and uncle's cottage with like my entire family. And 3 days into our like week-long vacation, we had to come home early because our cat died while we were there.
I remember this. Yeah.
And so we don't usually go out like for long periods of time. So this week has kind of been like the longest we've been like away from
Out of
home.
the house,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And first night we were here. So it was Tuesday. Tuesday went fine. We had to be here at like 9 a.m. And then Tuesday night at like 1 a.m. we get a phone call saying, we can't find one of your fucking cats. And we're like, what do you mean?
No.
And it's actually Robin's brother's cat, but he doesn't take care of it, so we do.
Oh, okay.
And it's like in our like our bedroom, which is like the master bedroom, big room, so enough room for cats. And so Robin's mom's been staying in our room just to kind of keep an eye on everyone, which was our kind of like we'll go, but this has to happen. So we showed up at like 1 a.m. and got the story that Robin's brother had come into our room while Robin's mom was asleep, and just started kind of like going through our stuff, looking for whatever. And Robin's mom was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So he was like, "Fine," and he picked up his cat as he's walking out. He goes, "I want my cat," and left. And then about an hour later, an hour goes by, and he's like, "I can't find her." And we're like, "What do you mean you can't find her?" He's like, "Well, I fell asleep and now I can't find her." And we thought that Robin's dad had let it out because they've got like another cat, like an outdoor cat that comes and goes, and it's always him that lets it out because everyone hates that it's an outdoor cat.
Yeah, I always fear that because it's like you never know where they're gonna go. You just kind of have to know they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like with a dog, it comes back. You can't escape really. A cat can just be like, "Oh, a fence." Let me just climb and go away.
Squeeze through or whatever. And she's a kitten. She's like a year and a half old, so she's still young and really small. And so we got there. It was like 2 a.m. or whatever, and we were looking all throughout the house, all the floors. We went looking around like the neighborhood again, like 2 a.m. Robin is bawling, breaking down, and like I'm just furious.
Well,
because I'm just angry.
Yeah.
And Robin's mom finds her in the house under the couch. She had like squeezed under the couch and refused to come out.
She's probably terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Robin's brother refused to help find her at all, pretty much. So I was not happy.
That was his cat, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he's like,
Shouldn't be his cat anymore.
Exactly. So that's what I said. I was like, if I ever hear him say, "This is my cat," I'm fucking putting him through a wall. So yeah, we found her. She's all good. She's all fine. Terrified. But as soon as we found her, I just like all my rage was gone. But I broke down. I was like holding her and
that's understandable,
bawling my
man.
eyes out.
It's understandable. Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
I'm immediately sad. Oh my god, what's happening?
I actually I have
happy
a similar
ending,
story to that, but almost like a flip side. I don't know how to say.
so you're gonna bring us down now.
No, bring us down. It's so the whole issue is, my mom, she owns a lot of animals. She like has a lot. Like she's got 5 dogs. She's got like 7 or 8 cats.
There's a dog there.
Yes, there's a dog there.
Yeah.
She's got like 6 goats, 2 donkeys, 3 pigs, a bunch of chickens, rabbits. Like she's got a lot of animals, right?
Does she like live on a farm or something?
No, just a bungalow in the city.
She does live. She lives a little out in the country. Like I don't know if you know where
My dick don't work.
is.
No.
You can-
Yeah.
I'll censor.
it's like 40 minutes north of here.
Okay.
It's just a little bit out in the country. And she originally just had like the dogs and cats and stuff, but then she built like a tiny little like hobby farm kind of barn kind of thing, and then she just started getting more. Okay, no, go ahead. She got a couple more animals with it.
Okay, cool.
So, but the whole thing is, she has all those animals. Every summer, she decides, I'm gonna go on a 2-week vacation to New Brunswick.
Oh, every summer?
Every summer, she's like, I'm going on a 2-week vacation to New Brunswick. I'm just gonna get the neighbor's kid to look after my animals during the day, you know? Which normally, like, that's kind of fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, it's also like this neighbor's kid who, you know, it's not his animals, it's not his home. He's not 100% comfortable with what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the first year, she went on vacation. Like ever since she got all the animals, the first year she went on vacation was she messaged me. She's like, "Oh, can you just the kid said he wasn't able to come check on the animals for a couple of days. Can you go check on them just quickly?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll go check on them." I look at all the animals. They seem fine. I'm like, I don't see any cats anywhere. I'm like, where are the... I call her. I'm like, where are the cats? Because they're not in the barn or anything. And she's like, oh, I put all the cats in the basement. I'm like,
Huh?
What? So I go in the house, I go to the basement. There's all 8 cats in the basement. She's got 5 litter boxes completely overflowing.
Oh,
the
God.
floor all around it, the floor outside, piss and shit everywhere.
Oh my god.
There's no
Yucky.
food in the bowls. There's no water in the bowls. Completely empty. And like all the cats are like cold because it's a basement. It's cold. I'm like, this is horrible. I cleaned everything up. I gave them food and water and everything like that. And I told her, I'm like, you need to make sure that he's like the kid knows the cats are here because I don't think he does. And she's like, well, I didn't want him coming in the house. I thought there was enough food and water for like the time I was
No,
off.
cats are gluttons. Dude.
Yeah,
they
I'm
will
like-
eat
I'm like,
whatever you
nope.
put out.
So I gave the kid a key to the back door. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, the cats are down there, so you can take care of them. The next year after that, which was, I think it was last year, so I'm a little worried about what's going to happen this year. Last year, she went on vacation again, and I got a call at like midnight, woke me up, and she's just like, the dogs dug their way out of the barn, and they're running loose on the property, and the kid needs to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work, so he's not doing it anymore. He's not looking for them. And so I'm just like, oh my God. So, and this was on Larissa's birthday. So I'm just like, well, I'm like, you can either stay here with our daughter and have your birthday without me, or you can come with me. And she's like, she's like, I'm going to go because she wanted to come with me because it was like middle of the night. And she's like, I don't want you getting in a crash or something like that. So she's coming with me. We go there. The dogs are like out in the forest. I don't know, they found a pond because they're soaking wet.
Oh.
They're out in the forest, but as soon as I called them, they came back. But like, I'm just like, I just have that feel like, I don't know, it's a similar story, but I'm just like, why are you going on vacation? I don't blame you.
No.
Yeah, but I'm like, why are you going on vacation with all these animals? Like, you can't, like, it's one of those things, like, when you have all those animals, you can't
You can't just like
You can't
can't
just
just
go.
leave.
You can't just
just
leave
go.
it to
Yeah.
like the neighbor's kid.
Yeah.
you
you
have to
can't.
have like some kind
If
of
you
like
want,
contingency.
yeah,
or
as well. It's
whatever.
like if you want to go on vacation, go for a couple of days, not 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't keep going over there to like rescue the animals. That
Yeah, at that point they might as well hire you to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
So when we went on our vacation to Quebec, it was
I wasn't trying to bash
no,
you.
I know. I'm just trying to like say like the way we had it set up is like we've got an auto cat feeder, so it fills for like 2 weeks worth of food, and it just goes off when we like tell it to at specific times. So like it goes off every day at 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 7 p.m. And it gives our 4 cats 5 portions each time it goes off.
okay.
So they can overeat.
Yeah.
And it holds enough for like a week and a half's worth of food. And then we've got an auto water dish which holds like a gallon of water, and it's just constantly being filtered. So that's good. So really we don't need to be there to feed them and give them water. However, we had Robin's mom checking in on them like daily. But that's why we knew something was going on. He didn't just like die. Like he wasn't just like, oh, they starved to death dead.
Yeah.
So he was a rescue from the SPCA, and he had like severe like anxiety and like separation anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
So when we got him, he was actually on sale because they had him for like a month and a half, and so he was like down from like $120 or whatever to like $50, and I was like, that's a deal, and I wanted a cat, so sure, I'll take a look at him. And the vet pulls him out of the cage, and he's fine. He's fine in the cage. He's fine in the cage. As soon as he comes out of the cage, he starts attacking her. He rips open her lip.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I'm not deterred. I'm getting this cat.
Yeah.
It's cheap. It's a great deal. And no, he was the best cat. Like, we got him home, and he was like super skittish, right?
Oh,
But then like after like a month or so, he's like the nicest cat. Like best boy. He was our like the one boy that we had. And whenever we would get cats, we'd get them female because their males they're cheaper to get like neutered, but
They'll fight.
they'll fight,
Yeah.
and they also if you don't get them neutered like right away, they spray.
Yeah.
So they'll like piss all over everything. So females don't do that. So
I don't mean to laugh. Every
No,
time I
it's
think of the cat spraying, I don't know if you guys have seen the South Park episode.
Yes.
Where they like huff,
Yep.
they like huff the cat
They fucking
piss.
huff cat
Yeah.
piss.
I just think of that.
Is it bad? That's immediately what I thought of when he said spray.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
thought
okay,
of
it's
too.
okay. I haven't seen it, but
It's hilarious. They get so high off it. Sorry.
no, it's okay. So we usually get females, and he was like the glue that held everyone together. So whenever we'd get them, he'd be like, "All right, this is the house. This is he'd like hiss. She'd like hiss at them or hiss at him, and he'd be like, "Whatever, man. I don't care. You'll chill out eventually." And like eventually they would become like super close.
Yeah.
And he was like that until we got like Temmie, which was our most recent one. We had 4 cats before he died, and we've got 4 now again. Thomas's cat, Robin's brother. So like when we got her, when Robin's brother got her, he had already passed. Pixel, which was our first cat, and so yeah, she's a bitch. She's a bully. She hisses at everybody, and I feel like she wouldn't if he was there. However, we probably wouldn't have gotten her if he was there. Anyway, but so what happened was when we were gone, we didn't know he had this bad like social anxiety. We knew he was like skittish, but apparently, it's a thing that can happen in cats that are really like not social anxiety, separation anxiety. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when we were gone, he just assumed, okay, they abandoned me. Like so, essentially his bladder, because of stress, crystallized. So all the liquid in his bladder just like turned to shards and tore up his like his
that sounds
like,
painful.
hole.
That's a thing?
Yeah, apparently it's a very common thing in male cats. So
What the fuck?
yeah, and he was like I think 8 or 9 when he died, maybe 10. So he was not old because like cats usually live like
almost
20 years.
yeah.
So
Okay.
he was like midlife. But yeah, apparently it's a very common thing with like separation anxiety in male cats that if they feel like they've been abandoned or they've been separated too long, their urine in their bladder can crystallize and just kill them essentially. So he was like peeing blood, and it was like midnight when Robin's mom called and was like, "So something's wrong with your cat. He hasn't got out of the litter box in the last 2 hours. There's blood under him. Not a lot, but a little bit." So she took him to a vet in like an hour away from here because like there's no vets open here at midnight.
No.
So she drove an hour, and they were like, and this is like height of COVID essentially. Not height of COVID because we wouldn't have left the province, but like when COVID was just kind of opening things up again. So they wouldn't let her in. They were just like, "Give us the cat and you wait outside at midnight." And so they came out and they're like, "Okay, there's 2 things we can do. We can either put him down, or we can do this like $3,000 surgery that is not guaranteed."
That's always how it is, man.
So we were like, "I guess we'll put him down." It was a tough decision. We didn't just like immediately like put him down.
No, you
we
can't.
like it was like an hour of discussing it. Like I was like trying to like I could sell my PlayStation, I can sell this, I can sell that, and we can afford it, and I can make payments. And she's like, "We can't afford it." So we opted into put him down, unfortunately, and we didn't get like a paw print or anything because again we couldn't afford it. So that sucks. And then as soon as we got home, because we were gonna go home that night, midnight, I was just gonna drive the 7 hours home.
Yeah.
And I was up all day, and I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep that night, which I didn't. I barely did. I think I got like an hour or 2 of sleep. And then we drove home, and we got home, and we noticed Temmie, our cat, like our youngest at the time, was limping when we got home. So we're like, "Fuck, what the fuck happened?" So we took her to the vet, $500 X-ray. She had fractured her ankle, light hairline fracture, which healed, which didn't need to be do anything with, so that was fine. However, they did notice that she has this other disease that causes the hip joint to deteriorate. So her hip was dislocated and her joint was gone essentially. So that's another $3,000 surgery, which we did pay for because she was only like a year old at the time. And it's again a very common thing in female cats that happens. So we paid for that. They essentially chop off the joint, and it fills with scar tissue, and she's like good as new now. But yeah. Wow. So that was horrible.
Sad cat episode.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude, imagine if that shit could happen to people.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Man, I'm stressed out. My fucking piss turned to crystal.
Oh, dude, we'd all be dead.
I'd be fucking gone. I wouldn't be here.
So that I have stories that I could, but I don't want to.
We should steer away.
Yeah,
from
I don't want to
depressing
keep.
stuff.
I don't wanna-
because it's been 25 minutes of depressing.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
I'll
just
put a
open up.
disclaimer.
I'm gonna open up with like a question for you. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
All right.
So
Okay.
humans, right? Us humans.
Oh, God.
We are human.
We die a lot.
We are human. So let's say
Unfortunately.
I took a chunk of meat out of you, right?
Yes.
I took a chunk of meat and I threw it on like a grill or something, right? And I fried it up.
Uh-huh.
I bit into it. That would be filled with like veins and like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
this stuff, right? Why is it? Right? You can get an entire chicken. Where are the veins?
They're so small.
Where are they? They don't exist.
They exist.
They don't exist.
Do we not just like cut around it and eat the
No.
good bits?
No, I can actually show you a video of
Oh,
like
God.
killing a chicken.
Let's say you buy a rotisserie chicken, Jeff.
Oh, true.
I'll walk you through the process. You take the chicken, chop off its head, you dunk it in hot water that pretty much
Loosens the
separates
feathers,
it loosens the feathers and also separates the skin. And then you put it in a roller, takes this pretty much the skin
Beats
and
the feather.
yeah,
skin
beats the
off.
feathers off. And then
It's brutal.
they just open cut a hole in the butt and just pull all the guts out. The veins should be in the meat.
The veins actually probably come with it a lot.
But like your veins are in there.
Yeah.
Why are the chicken veins not
When
there?
you gut a fish, a lot of the veins come with it,
Oh, that's a good point.
and even the bones.
Animals are made to be eaten.
Definitely. When
Humans aren't.
When you
We've
gut a
evolved to
fish-
be less delicious.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah, when you gut a fish, you chop off the head, chop off the tail mostly, and then you essentially just grab and rip, and all the bones
Yeah.
come out with it.
Yeah.
Bones and like veins. I'm pretty sure.
Another question.
Okay.
It's a gross episode.
Yeah, I know. Sheep.
Okay.
Okay. They
Fucking
need.
sexy, right?
Well, they need to be sheared. A sheep needs its wool sheared. If
That's
you don't
right.
shear a sheep, it just grows and like dies from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to sheep before humans?
they died. Well, they probably evolved.
I think
actually.
they evolved into being like this, where they need human
Yeah.
intervention.
What about because hooved
Again,
animals, they
probably
need
the
to be
same thing.
shaved.
I think those ones died.
They had to have.
They just bit it, couldn't run away, so they died.
I think you're right. They probably did evolve for like human.
It has been
interaction.
thousands of years that we've been
Yeah.
called like animal husbandry and everything.
It probably used to not like. It would grow thick, but then it would stop growing at a point. But because we keep shaving them, they probably just keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, well, I'm just gonna keep growing nonstop because I'm always getting shaved.
Well, it's like even like again with like cats, they like their nails constantly grow, right?
Yeah.
Like, but they have their own like way that they stop them from growing. Like,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
scratching at things,
Yeah.
so it's constantly breaking their nails so that they're not like constantly growing and just curling into their.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, like
paws,
with
right?
with my cats, there would be I don't own any cats right now, but when I lived at home, I had cats. There'd just be times like you just be walking, you're like, oh, I found a cat claw on
Yeah.
the sofa or something like
Okay,
that, just
yeah.
a claw there. And it's like, oh, they shed that claw off.
Yeah, it's because like they don't like they break them, but then they also like I noticed they like splinter.
Yes.
So it's like you'll find like a flat piece that almost looks like a fingernail.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a finger, but it's like a claw shape.
Yeah. So and like they get everywhere.
They do.
So what we're saying is, sheep just need to evolve to get good.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah.
And hooved animals.
Cats
need to get
got good, so
Cats got
sheep
good.
need to learn from that.
Exactly. They are close.
So it's all evolution of playing Dark Souls getting good.
It's the animal podcast.
This is the animals' sadness.
welcome to the Nature Documentary Podcast.
Depression and animals. Depression inducing.
Josh, do you have either one of those things?
Depression and animals.
Depression and or animals.
And
Oh.
or.
I don't know if I can. I don't know about the verse one.
I don't know about animals, but
Oh, animals, but I got a whole lot of this.
No, the other way around. No, just I've gone through dogs.
Well, I mean, like,
What do you mean? Like,
done anything fun recently?
done anything fun with my animals?
What are you asking, Jeff?
What are you
Have
talking about?
anything you want to add?
To the
Come
story?
on, Jeff. We said on episode, 3? We don't like dog fuckers, Jeff.
Yeah, no, that's
Dog
not.
fuckers
No, I was
laugh.
trying to move on from the animals. See if you had anything to say.
No, not really. I've just been kind of like listening intently, honestly.
Okay, well then I have a little bit of a topic.
Sure. Go for it.
So recently, I've been trying to find new things on Netflix to watch,
All right.
and I've been really into horror recently, and I like shitty ghost hunting shows, right?
Yeah.
One popped up on Netflix that really caught my attention. Is they had these people locked in haunted locations. I think it was for 27 days.
Oh.
Now, on paper, that sounds really cool, right? That sounds interesting. Just people going crazy on camera.
Yeah.
So, halfway through episode 1, I realized they were all already crazy. They brought in people that call themselves psychics.
Oh my god.
So, the entire first episode was them going in, I feel a dark aura in this room.
That's so cringy.
There's an evil spirit.
No shit, this house is haunted.
My favorite fucking moment. This girl put a blindfold on, then she had a panic attack as soon as she started seeing like eyes in the darkness. You know those like shapes you see when you close your eyes too tight.
Yeah.
She saw that, panicked, and ran. It's like. It just made me think, how do people make careers off of this so hard that they can somehow get on these shows and just show themselves to be idiots? I
That was the point.
ended up getting bored.
Josh, you're not a fish.
Oh,
Like-
damn it.
1.5 episodes in, I just looked up, it's like, is anything...
No, it's fine. I don't actually care.
Oh, no.
I was trying to give you a scare or something.
Oh,
Scare the hiccups away.
Apparently, Ren was telling Robin that saying "you're not a fish" works. It doesn't. It has yet to work.
Suck on your cup like this. Go.
He can't. He's got a beard. You don't have a
Like,
beard.
oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I can't.
facial hair is a debuff,
Wait,
dude.
you can't do this.
True.
Oh, yeah. I can only grow this.
It's also a
It's
glass
barely-
cup.
You've got the dad mustache.
It's
I just
barely
don't want.
a
I don't
dad
want to.
mustache.
I don't want to inhale it and then
Jeff, let
have
me
it
give you a
drop, and then
mustache.
it's no longer a
I
cup.
want that mustache.
Take it.
He can grow the
Just
you can grow the Hitler part.
This part was the only part that grew for a while. I had to work on this.
See, I'm the opposite. I can only grow this part.
Yeah.
I can't grow.
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I can't do the middle.
But
Like,
yours is still.
it kind of
you're
goes
still,
in,
You're
but
still more full than mine.
oh, I try it so much. It likes to go down in my mouth and then curl in like this. So every time I'm eating or drinking, it's just there. It's in
Yeah.
the way.
my funny thing is like I don't like having a mustache.
Yeah,
Because it gets in my face too much.
See,
So I'm like, I'm okay with the beard, but the mustache, I'm like,
I've thought about it, just getting rid of the mustache. But
Yeah.
I
See, but then
tried
you
it,
go
I
back
can't
to
pull
looking
off
like a-
the bottom.
you look like a fucking neck beard when you do that.
Yeah, that's the
I think of me back in like grade 7 and 8 when I had that. I was like, I can't go back.
oh, like with long, like
Fucking-
sideburns and.
Have this, but you don't have the mustache, so you look like a fucking idiot.
Like, I'll
Yeah,
take
I
being called
tried
an
it
idiot
once,
than
but
I
I
can't
being
really grow
uncomfortable.
any
I think.
facial. This took me like
years.
years.
I,
get.
for a couple years, I was taking like the beard growth shit. It worked pretty well, I think. I sort of gave up, but
Can
Yeah,
you
I did.
give me some?
Dude, I've got these pills that like
Yeah.
for a beard
Can
growth.
you
I got
give
them
me
at
some
Walmart.
drugs?
Yeah, I'll give you some drugs.
yeah, that is like you have these pills that you take, then you have to like put a beard oil in, then you have
Oh,
like
I-
a special
I
shampoo.
do. So every time I'll shave, and then I get like one of those rollers with the spikes on it. I roll it over my face, and then I put a beard oil on my face. It's supposed to help,
Is
but I don't know. I don't
This
know if
shit's
it's
all
something.
natural.
Yeah.
takes
This
time.
is just that.
I mean, it's
Mine's
just
drug and
You guys, when you're
In my
It's like
family-
steroid in my beard.
your bullshit, this is
like
natural.
in my family. Like none of the guys have facial hair in my
Yeah.
family. Like
yeah, there's these like
the women do.
that's why they're lesbians.
Why?
No, but I've got these like I have got these pills from Walmart. They're like natural stuff, supposedly.
Yeah.
And you get like a thing of 60, and it's like take 2 every day, like right when you wake up. They taste horrible,
That's
and like you'll have like you'll taste it all day. That's why I stopped
Oh.
taking
It'll
them.
taste like air,
Yeah.
probably.
I had to get
Growing
ones that
hair.
had like vanilla flavoring added to it, so you didn't have this awful grainy aftertaste all day.
Yeah.
Like even
a
if
good
you
idea.
eat something else, like you'll still
It's
taste it.
Yeah.
overpowering. You taste it all day
Really?
after you burp. Everything. All day. It's the
try
worst. I'll give you them because I don't need them anymore. But I think I took about half of them. And I was
fucking
like, this is
desperate
good
over
enough.
here.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
want
you at least
beer.
you grew something. I
Yeah.
can't grow anything. Like mine would grow maybe to the length of Josh's, but not as full as Josh's. It'd be way less, like way just like
Mine
super
was,
patchy.
I had like this huge bald spot here for the
Yeah.
longest time. Like that's why this is so long because it like
I
I
do
used to
have
like
that.
curl it down.
It
but
is down there.
it's just now like I just still do it, but I don't have the bald spot there anymore. Or I do, but it's not as bad anymore.
Yeah, you just hide it by growing everything else out.
Big comb over.
That's what beards are. There's comb overs on your face.
It's true.
I would love to have
Chin
one.
comb.
I would love to have one. I've always wanted one.
Robin hated it at first. She was like, "This is so gross."
I hate
And
it
now
myself.
I've shaved. Like I've shaved it once, and like I just went like clean face, and she's like,
Ew.
Yeah.
"Ew, what the fuck?
Yep.
Grow that back immediately." I was like, "All right."
Everyone with a beard makes that mistake
Just-
once. They're like, I wonder what I look like without it. You shave it, and you're like, I hate myself for
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, and like I get so much acne under it sometimes. So like when I shaved it all, I counted. I had like a good like 13 or 14 like whiteheads just like there, and I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
this needs to be here.
We're keeping this
Yeah.
intact.
It was fucking gross. So it's good now, but I barely take care of it. I need to like beard oil it and
That's-
stuff.
I only have a little mustache, but I'm the same way. Like I barely take care of that thing. Oh, it's true. It's tidy. I want like what you want your goblin to have. I want a cop mustache.
Yeah.
I want a big cop mustache.
You may not like it, but this goblin's the peak masculinity.
Like I want to be able to have like I have a comb and everything, but like I want a nice thick
Yeah.
mustache that I can
Yeah.
brush.
Just whip out the switchblade comb. Someone's like,
Hey, girl.
"You going for hair?" No.
Oh, yeah.
Straight down. The
Like I do
mustache.
comb it and I oil it and I like have like special like soap for it because I find if I don't actually like put that in it, it gets very I don't know what the word is.
Like this.
Yeah, it gets like this
Yeah.
and it like
Just
hurts the
scraggly
surrounding
and-
skin.
Yep.
Like it starts to hurt the surrounding skin.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
get you all the time. It bothers me so much. Like I'll just see it like out in the
Yeah.
corner of my eye.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of time where I'll just go, all right, I'm done with that hair.
yeah, I do. I
just
do.
rip it out.
Like, I'll just be sitting on the sofa and I'm like, nope, this one pluck.
Yeah.
Pluck.
And this one's going.
Larissa yells at me. She's just like, if you pluck it,
It's not gonna grow.
it's not going to grow back. And your mustache is already like tiny.
You don't understand.
She's the one that wanted me to grow it out. I remember I grew a little bit as a joke. I'm like, haha, mustache. And she's like, keep it. Keep it. I'm like, no, it looks ugly.
Okay.
I love that everyone like we talked about it last episode. They're relentlessly making fun of.
Oh, yes.
Everyone made fun of you
Oh,
for it.
everyone made fun of me for growing a mustache.
We were like, oh, he's a dad. He's got to have it.
Yeah, it was like, but it was like, it's because back then when I first started growing it, it was very like, just like, it looked like,
It was just thin, like
it was
pencil
so thin, yeah, like little
mustache.
pencil.
Yeah.
It's just like, it looked bad. It looked so bad. It's just like, oh God, why do you have that?
I love it. Like, yeah, it's for like Movember or whatever. You guys all grow it out. Like, Kevin gets the mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Ren like shaves his beard and gets the mustache. Like, I love when they do it.
Wait,
I've
has he
got
done that? I've never seen that.
Oh, I've got a picture. I'll show it to you. It's the one I heavily edited. But do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Okay, hang on. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh God, I'm scared to shave it because I don't know how long it'll take to grow back at this point.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Man, you guys are like super like well kept on your facial hair.
I'm not.
I don't give a fuck. I
Dude.
just have it.
I just beard shampoo it when I shave, and that's it. Or when I shower now. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's basically all I do. Is like it's it's beard shampoo. I just use that when I'm in the shower, and then I also have like a scrub for my face.
Yeah.
But then when I'm shaving, because I don't actually shave. I shave like maybe maybe twice a week. If
You don't
I'm
have to say.
lucky.
You don't have to say anything, man.
Maybe twice a week if I'm lucky.
Don't have to out yourself.
But when I do shave, that's when I put the oil in. and it's just to keep it. It's almost like putting conditioner in your hair.
Yeah.
For your mustache or beard, whichever works.
Yeah, when you're bald like me, you just take care of your beard instead.
Here's Kevin with a mustache.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Hang on, Eric didn't have one, so
God, pictures on an audio podcast.
we got.
Oh, don't worry, we do a lot of visual
I
bits.
don't-
It's okay.
There's one of Ren with the mustache.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
But the one that I was talking about that I loved, I heavily edited it. I did find it, but now I can't find it again.
Oh no.
He looks like he's trying to sell me drugs on the corner of the street.
Right? There's the one of Eric with a mustache.
I couldn't find.
I don't know where that one is either.
I've got like he's got like teeny tiny stubble, so, which is just what he's got now.
He's adorable.
Oh, but there's one where he's at like a big one.
There is one.
Yeah.
I don't have the edited version. Here's the.
Oh yes, I took that picture of
Dude,
it.
he looks like a minor villain in Breaking Bad.
Just a minor villain.
One of the side villains.
Yeah. He's only in there for like 3 episodes back.
He's got like 2 lines.
But they're
he's like one of
spread
the
out.
henchmen. Where is it? There's one. I drew a sombrero and a poncho on
I
it.
remember this. Okay, yes.
It was the same picture, but I just thought he looked really like stereotypically Mexican.
He did look very Mexican in that picture.
I can't find it. It's fine.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't do it. Every time like November rolls around, everyone's got mustaches, and Robin's like, "You're not doing that." And I was like, "Fuck no! I'll look so bad with just a mustache."
I remember one time in high school I was tempted to do it, like grade 12, but after that I was like, I don't care.
I don't shave. I think I shave like once every few months.
Well, that's because you grow it out.
Yeah, I try. I get these like weird stages where I'm like, I'm gonna grow it as big as I can, and then I'm like, this is too big. I keep eating it.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping and it's like in my mouth, and I'm like, this is it's bad.
I
So I
just-
just like shape it.
Yeah, let it go until it's like everything here stays the same, it's just the chin that goes out.
Yeah. I think I've got actually more visual bits.
Yes!
More visual
I
bits
do
for
have
this
a picture.
podcast.
Show the monkey the pictures!
I was scrolling through. It was a while back. When was it?
No more
Got a few
ASMR.
pictures.
I don't want it. That's so
I hate ASMR so much.
It's so terrible.
I didn't mention it earlier, but like whenever I open Twitch and there's like a girl going,
I hate it. I hate it.
So I've got this is one time I went to Toronto, Robin and I, and it was very cold. It started to snow, so I got an Inosuke hat, but my beard is fucking crazy there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It looks like
I just
Wait a
look like.
it looks like a head of hair.
it
Look
does!
at that.
Oh god.
It's very.
Yo, was
it's
that
very big.
Vegeta?
don't hate on Vegeta.
Where is
He's
it?
my boy.
This is a video, but I don't remember what the video is. But I had very big beard in the video. If I could-
Vegeta fajita.
Vegeta.
Fajita
very
Vegeta.
bushy beard.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I've had it huge.
Look at postmortem.
That's me.
I like how we're talking about this, and I bet you Scoompoof's gonna listen. He has a
He's got the most
he's
glorious
got a
beard.
magnificent beard.
He's got like a fucking full ass one.
I
got
would-
my
see, yeah, that'd be
super
so cool.
weeby outfit.
Oh, dude. That's like a fucking dating profile picture.
That is.
It's a good picture. I love
Ryan, age 22.
It's totally Orion.
that. Absolutely.
with the fucking anime jacket and the red glasses. Oh my god.
dude. I got the red glasses not as a joke. Both of those were not as a joke. However, that picture is 100%
Putting
a
them
joke.
together makes
Yeah,
the joke.
I was wearing the red glasses, and I was like, I actually really like these. I bet I could make this look like a fucking meme lord picture. And I threw that on, and I was like, oh, I fucking look like shit. I gotta take a picture of that. Oh.
They were nice pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sure the audio listeners love them.
Maybe I'll throw them on YouTube.
Yes, this is the episode of Visual Bits and Cats.
Yep.
And hair.
And
Talking
hair,
a lot about
and
hair.
beard hair.
Facial hair.
Facial hair.
If you guys had waited another week, I would have had a bit ready, but I didn't have it ready for today.
Okay, I came on these podcasts with nothing.
That's all right.
I'm preparing a bit, which is which Florida man is real. So next time I'm on, that will be ready.
You're gonna have like two things.
I'll have like multiple choices, like two of these are real, one of these is fake. Which one is it?
I wish I could be there for that.
We might. I don't know how.
Well, I don't know when it would be.
We may have to do like one over Discord at some point, but yeah.
My schedule is worse than yours, Jeff.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. You have work and a family. I just have work.
This is the first time I've been free to do something in over a year.
Yeah, they've mentioned trying to get you to do stuff. It's like, yeah, he's busy.
It's hard. Not hard, especially when you have a baby.
What hours do you work? Like, what's your work schedule?
So it's Monday to Friday,
Okay.
and it's afternoon, so I work 3 to 11:30, and that's fixed. The only issue is like, so in the mornings, obviously, like I can't really do stuff. Like I can't. I live in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll censor that. Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just talking.
So it's an hour drive to get here. So it's like if I wake up in the morning, drive down here an hour, and then I gotta leave at least an hour early to get to work.
Yeah.
It's just a lot to do that. So I'm like, I'd rather just do stuff on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is on the weekends is the only time I get to actually spend at home, like doing stuff with the family, because I'm only there in the mornings, which is like I give daughter breakfast, give her nap, get ready for work, pretty much.
Good impression.
But yeah, that's kind of my schedule. So it's one of the
You love your
reasons.
schedule.
One of the reasons I was able to make it today was because Larissa, my wife, I don't know if I mentioned her name, like who she was when I said her name.
I think I inferred it.
Okay. Yeah, she and my daughter went to her grandparents for the weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I've ever said. Yeah, Robin's my girlfriend.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's been 8 episodes.
I think last episode too, I was just like, oh yeah, Larissa. And I'm like, I should probably mention that's my wife.
No, it's my sister.
Yeah. So yeah, she went to her grandparents for the weekend, so I'm alone this weekend. And
Okay.
Eric was like, oh yeah, we're playing D&D today, and I was just like, this was on Tuesday. Eric told me, and I'm like, wait, it's this Friday? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm free this weekend. Maybe I can get the day off. So I was at work when he told me. I went up to my supervisor. I'm like, can I have Friday off this week? And he's just like, yeah, sure. Why? And I'm like, I want to play D&D with my friends. He goes, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, yeah. You can have it off.
That's a cool supervisor.
He's great. I love him.
I was gonna say, like, if anyone asked me why do you need a day off, I go, like, if I was in your position, I'd be like, my kid.
Yeah.
I need to bring her somewhere.
He's honestly probably one of like the nicest people I've ever like interacted with. Like he's very genuine. Like even when I was getting interviewed by him for that job, it was because I don't think I ever told you guys like about why I left.
My dick don't work.
No,
You don't have, yeah, okay, yeah, you don't have to. I worked at a unknown cheese factory. We don't need to know the name of it. It was a cheese factory somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It was fine. I worked there for like 4 years.
You were there a long time.
So I had my kid, and after I had my kid, I'm like, okay, I need to kind of change up my schedule, like work schedule. I couldn't work the hours I was working before. So I switched my hours around, and they're just like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Plus, yeah, you were working here and living like
Yeah, I
an
was also
hour
still
away.
living an hour away. So I would drive an
okay.
hour, get here, work, and then go back home and everything like that. So I needed to change my hours to fit around my daughter's sleep schedule, basically.
Yeah.
So that was fine up until, because she was born in November, and that was fine until May. May came, and they're just like, we need you to work the 5 a.m. shift now. So I need to wake up at 3 a.m.
Oh.
I need to go to bed at 7 p.m., wake up at 3 a.m., get here for 5 a.m. And so it was just like, I did it. Like, I was like, I can't do that shift. And they're like, you don't really have a choice. And I was like, okay.
Okay, but I do buy.
I know, I was like, I can't do it though. And they're like, oh, just try it out for like a week or two. week or two go, and I'm like, okay, I can't do it. And they're like, just give it until the end of the month. End of the month comes, and I'm like, I still can't do it. And they're like, well,
but you've already been doing it, so you're gonna continue
like
doing it.
just wait like a little bit longer. So I waited another month, and I'm like, I still can't do it. And they're like, okay, well, just wait till because there's a lead hand who was on leave. He had a kid, but he was coming back, like in a couple weeks. They're like, just wait till he comes back, and then he'll take the shift that you're on. He comes back, didn't take the shift I was on, and I'm like,
Oh, of course.
I need off this shift. And they pretty much were just like, no, you're gonna work whatever shift we tell you for as long as we tell you. And I'm like, if I don't get off this shift, I'm leaving. And then my manager that I've known for 4 years, me and Ren built a PC for him.
Yeah.
He's just
really?
like,
Wow.
give me your 2 weeks then, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, fuck you.
Wow. All right.
And so
That's some bullshit.
I quit the very next day.
Yeah. No, good
I
for
was just
that.
like, fuck that.
If they
Got
can't
this
work,
new-
sorry to cut
No,
you
it's
off.
okay.
If they can fucking work around that, that's some fucking.
You know the bullshit too, because there's a bit more to it. I don't want to get too in depth because I waste
It'll
the
go
entire
into
podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
The entire podcast where
There
you
was a
talked
guy.
about dying cat.
So he was mid drink too.
All right. Okay. Wow. Caught off guard. Already. Holy shit.
Oh god.
Sorry, Josh.
No, but yeah, there is because I had been there for like 4 years at the time. There was another guy that literally got hired. He had been there 2 months, and this is what happened. He was working that 5 a.m. shift, and he goes, "Oh, I can't work it. I have baseball, so I can't I have baseball at night, so I can't work the morning shift."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, we'll put Evan on that shift then." And I'm like, "I can't.
I
I
have
have
a
a kid, and I
Yeah.
also live an hour away. This guy lives in town and has baseball." And they're like, "Yeah, but his thing is more important than yours." And I'm like,
That's a load of bullshit.
I was like, "What?"
What? One's literally a human life.
I would've
The other
just-
is a fucking
yeah, I
game.
I would have
It's
just stopped
fucking-
showing up. I wouldn't even quit. I would have just been like, fuck you.
I-
You're not going to take me off this shift, then I'm just not going to show
I
up.
came in like 5 a.m. the next day, so they're expecting me they're like, "Oh, he's showed up at 5 a.m." Gave my 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks. I gave the letter saying I'm done now,
Yeah,
and
Nice.
drove back home.
Good.
I took the time to show up at 5 a.m. to tell them I quit, and then I left.
That's fair.
Good.
And then I got the new job that I have now, which I don't even know how to explain it. It's honestly, I never worked in a place I've loved more.
That's
It's
good.
so nice there. Everybody there is so nice. Like, I have no stress. My mental fucking stability is amazing now,
good.
and it's 15 minutes from home,
Oh, that's good.
and also
That's
the
really
pay's better, and all the people are better. Everything's great.
I found out I just got
That's
a
good.
50-cent raise starting April 2nd.
Are they gonna actually pay you?
I mean, maybe.
Hopefully.
I've had, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, I haven't had an issue. So.
Well, because the last episode I listened to, you were saying
Yeah,
they
they
were,
were. It was just stupid. Yeah,
but they fixed it.
they did fix
Okay,
it. So
okay.
they hadn't paid me for so long yet. I don't know if I completely talked about it. They hadn't paid me for so long. They're trying to get everything well, and they're like, "You haven't submitted any any hours." I was like, "No, I definitely have."
Yeah.
So they checked and they're like, "Okay, we'll get it on Monday." I was like, "Dude, I can't afford to wait till Monday. You've already I haven't been paid in a month,
Yeah.
and I was already off work for a month before that." So I need something, and they're like, "All right, here you go. We'll backlog your paycheck." So they gave me $800, something like that,
Okay.
which was, enough for the bills I had. So
Yeah.
at least most of them.
Wow.
But yeah,
At least they fixed it. And
they
you
have
are-
been paying me now,
Yes.
so all good.
Yeah. Now you don't hate them.
No, I don't mind the job. It's a good job. I don't
I
mind.
have no idea what you do.
So
I've tried to figure out based on the podcast.
I work for
Censor at the ready.
Thank you.
I work for a vague chip company
Okay.
that is not owned by old soda company that I used to work at. So I switch sides completely and switch products.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm just gonna. I used to work for.
My dick don't work.
Okay.
Okay.
So I used to
you
be. So oh yeah, I just used your sensor that I got already.
Get more use out of
So I
it.
used to work for,
My dick don't work.
and I used to stock like the shelves like with the cases of pop. So they're like 10 pounds a case.
Yeah.
And I'm like doing like 2 at a time. So 20 pounds constantly like back and forth, back and
Oh,
forth.
now I understand. Okay, so then you switched the...
I switched to...
My dick don't work.
And
Chips.
then to chips.
I didn't know they owned it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which is like Lay's, Doritos, Tostitos.
Own Ruffles then?
Ruffles is also...
Whoa, I thought
Right,
Ruffles and Lay's were a competition.
Nope.
It's an empire,
That's what
dude.
they want you to think. The real competition is Humpty Dumpty and Lay's.
That makes sense.
My boy!
That doesn't make sense to me.
So,
Humpty Dumpty is in a competition with Cheetos.
are they though? No, they are.
I thought you were going to pull a fucking curveball.
You're just
However,
they're Takis or whatever
I
it's
have
called.
to bleep all of this, although no.
God, I'm so sorry.
No. I work for Vague Chip Company. Chimp
Chimp
Company.
Company.
Yeah, they're Chimp Company now.
They sell chimps.
That way nobody will know where you work. They're so much lighter than the pop.
I stock chimps in store shelves.
Entire apes in the back of my van.
You need an orangutan? I got you.
It sounds like the power of the sun and the power of apes in the back of my van.
This van runs on monkey power.
I'll tell you about what was owned by who after the podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Blow
fine.
your mind later.
Okay.
But now I stock chips, so it's a lot lighter, a lot less work. When I was like, we'd get like deliveries at all the stores, right? So I don't bring anything to the store. I just show up and work the stuff that gets delivered.
Okay, I thought. Sorry.
No, sorry.
But when I was listening to the podcast, I'm like, do you do the driving around delivering it?
No, so I drive my own car.
Okay.
And I just show up at
My dick don't work.
Freshco, wherever I'm working that day. I don't need to bleep that because
Yeah.
I don't work there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
None of us work there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't give a shit.
I've always bleeped it when you say you work there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I have to bleep it now.
Well, no, they don't know which one.
They don't know which one.
I guess.
They don't know what town.
You're right. Anyway, so whenever I would go to I just drive around to stores, and there'd already be a delivery there on like delivery days, or if there wasn't, there'd be overstock, and I just work that. Mm-hmm. So we get like 5 skids of like pop when I was working with the other place, and they'd be like, it was like probably as tall as me, like 6 feet tall. And of like just cases of pop.
Yeah.
And that's 10 pounds a case. 27, I've counted. 27 cases a layer. 6 feet is about they're about two layers of
I'd say 8 layers.
8 or 9 layers. Easy.
Just guessing.
Probably more actually, because I think 2 cases is about a foot. So I would say probably 12 layers. So 12 layers, about 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
maybe no more, because there's 27 on each layer. A lot. Hello, Cameron again. I did the math. It was 3,240 pounds. Too much. Yeah, I'm pulling all those, and there's 5 of those. So I'm fucking, like, it's my entire body weight pulling all these. And I'm like, I don't want to say this, but this is the way I was thinking. It's just like, I'm pulling this, and I'm like, man, this must be what the slaves in Egypt.
Oh my god!
You explain. Whoa. Okay, we're talking about slaves from over like 30,000 years ago,
Yeah, that one's fine.
and it's fine.
It's okay. Fucking DreamWorks talked about it. It's fine, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. They were probably anyway.
I can believe that.
Yeah, you can believe that one.
Jesus! Both podcasts gonna cancel.
This is always how the podcast goes. First episode is fine. Second episode on the session, there's so much censoring. In our case, it was only Eric, though. We only had to censor Eric.
I was a good boy.
You were a very good boy. It's whenever we have you and Eric on the podcast.
we have a bad tendency to go there.
I mean, you guys are the OG crowd.
Yeah, we have a terrible tendency.
It's okay. I'm the same way. I just really try to hold back because I know I'm the one editing.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, I can't let it go.
It was funny. Oh God.
Okay,
They also didn't have pump trucks. So, to be fair.
But when you were explaining, when you did like,
I'm like pulling it.
yeah,
from
I'm like,
behind.
I immediately
These
thought I'm just
huge
like
blocks.
the giant
Yeah.
stones in Egypt
Yeah.
getting pulled.
Yeah, so that's pretty much. I'm like thinking like, man, this must be what they were like, but worse.
Now let's shift to Joe
Not
Rogan.
me being worse. They were.
Shifting to Joe Rogan right now. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians were actually a super civilization? They had way better technology than we did.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
crazy,
They
isn't
No
actually
it?
had
way.
alien spaceships.
That
They
was-
did it all.
Did they water train the frogs, Quey?
That's not Joe Rogan.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know.
I don't remember either.
That was Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, that's his
It's okay.
name.
Well, it's okay. I get them confused too.
Same.
The only reason I knew that it wasn't Joe Rogan was because I've made that mistake. I'm like, Joe Rogan, I turned the freaking frogs gay. I'm like, that's not
It's
him.
not him, that's the other one.
I've gotten told many times.
Now over here, like, what the fuck you
Dude.
talking about?
I'm not cultured enough for Joe Rogan,
It's okay.
alright?
It's just, it pops up on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
TikTok's evil.
Yeah, but now
It's addictive, bro.
now
too
I
addictive.
get like 4 or 5 skids sometimes at the very most, and they're like probably 9 or 10 feet tall, but it's
Yeah.
all air.
Oh yeah,
So
so
really,
it
it's
weighs
nothing.
like nothing.
Like I can like stand there and just with my foot
Yeah.
shove the entire skid. I don't need the. I obviously use it,
Yeah.
but I don't need to use the pump jacks if I need to move it an inch.
Yeah, like when I used to work at where Josh works, when I was hauling chip skids, there'd be times where I'm so used to hauling heavy stuff where I'd stop the skid on a dime and just tips over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's all wrapped in saran wrap, it's just a giant brick that falls. It's like, well, that sucks.
It weighs like nothing, so you just go whoop.
Yeah, a customer just
Thinking
sees this
like-
entire thing fall over and it's me dead faced. Wow.
They don't. For where I work, they don't saran wrap them.
No?
No,
they're
they.
just
they
open?
Yeah. So nowhere. So they don't come on skids when the driver drops them off.
Yeah, you have to
The
load it
driver
up.
is packed completely.
I'm just laughing because I'm imagining there's a skid and they take a dump truck of just loose bags and just dump
Oh, you know how
on
much
the
more
skid.
painful that would be?
Oh my god. No, they're like boxes which we reuse, so we can't break them. If we break them,
Oh.
like we have to throw them out, and we like if we break too many, we get in trouble.
Oh, I know that.
So each box we flatten them. That's why at the place where Josh works, there's a skid full of cardboard boxes. So every time they get a delivery, they take those.
Oh, they didn't do that when I worked there.
Oh really?
No.
Well, I guess maybe it's a new thing to save the
Probably,
environment.
it's probably an environmental thing. I know my work's trying to figure something out because I make reeds for musical instruments.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. So I don't know if you might need to believe it or not, because the place I work is the only factory in the world that does this, that makes this. It's
Interesting.
A normal reed is made out of wood.
Yeah.
We make them made out
I'll
of.
bleep this.
Yes, this is the perfect bleep.
We make them made out of wood.
Yeah, because there's only one other thing. So it's good for the environment. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're the only factory in the world that makes them like that, and we supply the entire world with them. And also, apparently, I don't know anything about musical instruments. All I know is that, from what I've heard,
They make
they
noise.
are these reeds are better quality than the wood ones. So we've been stealing a lot of other like reed factories like business. So we're like booming. But a reed is like this big.
Yeah.
And I like on a daily I usually make around like 500 a night, and not a lot of like you don't actually need a like I don't know, like a reed lasts you a few months, so it's like you don't need a big factory for it. The factory that I work in, it's tiny, like it's like imagine like a plaza. They literally bought like 3 units in a plaza and turned that into a factory. Took out the walls.
Yeah, well, like 500 is probably
Huh.
a big box, right? Like
Yeah, no, yeah,
Not a
it's like
huge
it's literally
box.
like maybe a box like this big, 500.
about a foot by a foot, yeah. Just for the audio listener.
But yeah, so back to the environmental whole thing is like you get a blank. It's about this big. It's like piece of plastic. It's a rectangle, and you just have to shave it off, like shave it down, and it's all this like little fine powder.
Yeah.
And
And
for
you
the,
just-
longest time, for the longest time, they didn't know what to do with it, and then they're just like, "Wait a minute, we can just melt this down and reuse it." And so they're trying to figure that out. That was
Nice.
my tangent about environmental stuff
Yeah.
for work.
Yeah, so where I work, they reuse the boxes. Like, it even says on the boxes. Like,
Please don't break us.
no, it just says, like, we reuse boxes. So fold them this specific way so they're easier for the factory. Right? So, like, there's an arrow on them. Like, we have to have the arrow showing.
Yeah.
So that when they feed them into the machine or whatever, it just pops it open. The chips get laid in the box, closed, and then the sticker's always on the same spot.
Then you sit on them.
Yeah, we sit on them. Okay. But,
They're the most comfy chairs whenever I work there.
so...
You grabbing Jeff's ass? Like,
No, it's before his time. Don't worry.
Like, yeah, it's like they'll drive the truck and then they just grab a skid from the warehouse, like an empty skid, and they just stack all the boxes on them. So the entire like truck is just packed with the boxes, and they just know where they're going, like, layer by layer. So they just slam them all down in a specific way, and then they just leave them like that. They don't wrap them or anything. So it's a huge pain. When like as you said, when you're darting out of the warehouse and you just stop suddenly and the entire thing comes tumbling down on you.
It's happened to you?
It's happened to me and it sucks. It's always because customers are assholes.
Yeah, no, customers never stop for you.
At least with this one, like I can stop it on a dime. Like I can be like, oh, okay, you're going. I'm gonna stop this. With like when I was working at
My dick don't work.
soda place, it took my entire body weight. Like I had to throw my entire weight at the like pump jack to stop it from moving, and that even then was like a slow stop.
You don't use the power pump jack,
No.
right? Oh,
We
those
weren't
ones were
allowed.
bad.
So we used to be allowed to use the powered ones, but that was again before my time, and someone fucked it up because they weren't trained how to use it and they hurt themselves.
Nice.
So they were like, maybe we just don't use them anymore.
No, you just have the manual one where you like go like
Yep.
this.
Yeah,
that's-
manual ones, and you have to put all your weight into it. And so.
At Unknown Mysterious Cheese Factory that I worked at, it was the same thing. Like we had the powered ones, but only trained professionals could use those, which they had nobody trained on them, so they never got used.
Yeah.
So we had the manual ones, and we'd have to lift up like and move around daily basis, reorganize a giant cooler like the size of a house cooler, full of these. Like
He just loves your old job, dude.
no,
Woo! Love cheese! Woo!
it's these skids of cheese that like they have. We had a weight limit, so we couldn't go over 900 kilograms. So it was usually capped at like we'd usually fill them up to about 900 kilograms. Which how much is that in pounds? I don't really know. Do the conversion yourself,
It's
listeners.
I'll do the conversion. I think it's
Cam's
like
nice.
I think it's like just I want to say like
It's not exactly double.
1,200, 1,300 maybe.
But yeah, it was like we just had to move those on a daily basis, and it was so annoying with the skids because you're just
like almost 2,000.
the only thing
It's
is
more
like
than double.
Oh, wow.
oh, it's more than double. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
It is 900 kilograms is 1,984.16 pounds.
The skid would be probably maybe a bit taller than this table, but not much taller. So like it was a short skid.
Cheese is heavy.
Yeah, cheese is heavy, so
Dense.
yeah, it's very dense.
Pull that good milk.
It was goat, so it wasn't that good. I don't like goat.
I've never had it.
Good, you don't want it. It doesn't taste good.
Oh,
Depends
no.
on. I mean, I don't mind goat cheese, but it depends on what I'm having it with.
It does taste bad. Trust me, you don't want.
Talking to the expert over here.
I saw how it's made.
4 years.
The show.
It was fucking 4 years.
4 years milking those goats.
No, we didn't milk.
She's got some serious goat cheese PTSD. You don't want to know how we make
1,000 yard stare.
Honestly, there's not a whole lot to it.
worse than chickens, or
No, it's
know
probably
how
better
we
than
make the
chickens.
cheese.
You
Chicken
get
milk?
the milk.
No, how they make chicken. Like
How they make chicken.
how they prepare a chicken to be eaten.
Oh, I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're doing.
We just went fucking full circle.
Yeah.
It's true. The
Welcome
only reason
back
I
to
know
the
about that
chickens.
stuff when I end up moving up onto a farm in a few years, we're
You're gonna have to
probably
do it.
going to be doing that because we're going to raise our own meat chickens as well as we're probably going to be raising meat pigs.
But you'll do it humanely, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
It's gonna be you put them in a chicken killer, which is they go in upside down, and then you slice their neck, and they die immediately. It's lovely.
And then cook them.
Puts away the baseball
Cook
bat.
'em! Cook 'em! That's a throwback.
And we'll give them. I don't know that one.
You played that Minecraft. No, maybe Robin played that Minecraft. Did you play Minecraft with us? In that Robin world, she built like a dirt tower, dirt mountain. Dirt mountain.
Dirt.
She built dirt mountain.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No.
I don't remember. I don't know if you played it with us then. She definitely played in that world because she had dirt mountain.
I'll ask her about
But yeah, I built a automatic cow farm in Minecraft, and I called it the Cookum.
Okay, you'll give the chickens at least 6 feet of space, each chicken. Right?
Oh yeah, they'll have like a pasture. And everything like that. No,
I just want to stop any hate. People be like, "Hey, you got a humane chickens."
Oh yeah, I got like
You
10
these
chickens.
chickens only got 2 chickens at 1 foot.
This whole thing old play podcast.
Those chickens only got 2 chickens. That's what I heard. They got 1 foot. What?
There's 2 chickens. I only got 1 foot of space.
Oh, there you go.
Each 2 chickens. I couldn't get it all out because I knew you were dying at what I was saying.
These 2 chickens only got 1 foot. And I'm like, what? They share a foot.
That's not humane. Fucking crying. Oh, I missed you, Owen. You're a good time.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice being back.
Yeah. Well, it's nice having you back. Get the fuck out.
Podcast over.
Yeah. I mean, it pretty much is. We're like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we're
jeez.
over. I think we're over time.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for listening to Quey, episode 8. Evan, thanks for joining us again. Jeff, you as well. Josh, you're kind of always here, so...
Please
fuck
don't
off.
abduct me again.
Always.
Oh, no promises, Jeff.
Oh.
You might have to stay here until next week when we record again.
Oh no. I'll be ready for next time. Please feed me for this week.
Well, we'll talk about it, Jeff, but probably not.
Give me my gruel, sir.
No.
Don't make us break your arm again.
Please, sir.
Wait. Oh no.
Jeffy wants his sock.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to
Broke
Quey.
Nobby's arm will break yours.
Quey, episode 8, the
Wait,
Perpetually Postponed Podcast.
Quays and A's.
Oh, right,
Oh, the
Quays and A's.
Let's do our quiz and A's.
We have to. Sorry, listeners.
Haha, gotcha.
Ending postponed, just like the podcast.
Yes, boom.
Josh, did you have any pre-written down, or do you
No.
want to...
Just grab from
Oh,
the
no.
comment section,
Yes,
fresh,
please.
Oh, just great, yeah.
Yeah, go
fresh
to
from the oven.
the Quays and A's.
We can do more than one question if we've got more than one question.
How many do we have?
I know we had that one that we answered last
Yeah,
time.
I haven't looked in the comment section in a little
I'm
bit.
pretty sure there's
There's another
one
one.
more from Scoom.
Mm-hmm. I think it was about, what, gamer tags, right?
Yes.
Where did you get your gamer tag origin? Or your name origin or whatever?
Okay.
Gamertag Origins. Just checking Twitter. I made a hashtag. If you want to submit your question to Quiz and A's, Twitter hashtag Quiz and A's, 2 Y's.
QUEYS
Yeah.
and A&D.
Yeah, and
AYYS. Hashtag Quays and A's.
you can also do that in the YouTube comments,
You don't need to hashtag. I mean, you can.
You can
of the
hashtag it.
podcast episode.
or just put like Quiz and A's and then just ask your question.
Yes.
No,
We'll try
just
and find it.
go to one of my videos and ask the question. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Or yeah, if you're in my
stream.
if you're in my stream,
Quay and A.
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, I've got a Quay for you.
I finally escaped them. Don't bring that back here.
All right, yes, it is from Scoomproof again. What is your gamertag origin story? That was his actual first question, but we missed it because I know Ren said he wanted you to answer that one.
you want me to answer that one?
But Ren should also answer that, and when he's back on the podcast, he will answer that.
Okay. So honestly, it wasn't. I was just like, I was making my PlayStation Network account when it first arrived on like the PlayStation Portable because I didn't have a PS3, right? And the PSP needed to update.
Yep.
So I was like, what's a cool sounding name? That's literally all it was.
Oh.
This is like Phantom Knight. What's a cool number? 300. All right, slap it all together.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
that's what it
that's
is for most people.
Yeah, it's just like, and I also wanted to avoid like the like during that time also like X's and fucking
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
like like I'm like Phantom Knight X. No, that's fucking
I
dumb
did
as shit.
that.
Oh no.
I played a lot of COD, dude.
Yeah, that was a COD thing. Like the X, the little X, big X, and
Yep.
then the name.
I remember, sorry, this is unrelated, but when we were doing Comtech, Ren, you and me, we had to we made YouTube channels for all our stuff.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So Ren's was XX_Big Z.
I remember that.
And mine was in counterpart to his, the opposite way. So big X, little X _ little C. So we had those were our Comtech channels. So feel free to find those. I think
still
they
exist?
mine definitely still
Okay.
exists. I don't know if any of the video. That's probably me.
Not me.
Sorry, I'm leaning my chair back.
I'm too weak.
So that's that you'll probably still be able to find those, but I don't know if the videos are unlisted or not. I think they might be, but feel free. Anyway, Jeff, how was your username?
Well, the problem is I've had so many, and like going just through the years because I played a lot of. I was one of those Halo kids who changed their fucking gamer tag every fucking year.
Spend $10
Every 5 batches.
Yeah.
Every 5 batches, I'm gonna change my gamer tag.
And honestly, the current one, Krimmboh, isn't too deep. I wanted. It was originally Crimson because I wanted to use slang with red because red is my favorite color. But I wanted to sound cool.
Yeah, so I had to start with K.
So it was originally Crimson TV, and I was like, I don't want to. This sounds too serious, so I changed it to Krimmboh because it sounded goofy.
Yeah.
And it's something
And
that
you're
you
a
could.
goofy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that's easier to read than Crimson TV.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Crimson TV here.
Hey guys, welcome back to another playthrough.
That sounds
Crimson
too
TV.
serious for you.
Thanks for tuning into Crimson TV.
Crimson TV sounds like either a porn channel
Yeah.
Oh.
or like a porn TV channel.
Yes.
Or a similar thing to like Watch Mojo, like a top 10.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Crimson
See, that's what I
TV.
got. I got that. Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 anime deaths.
Number 10.
No, exactly.
So mine is even less deep than that, Jeff. All the base of my like channel names and gamer tags have always been the same, and it's always been Kajoko or Mr. Kajoko more recently. I had Kajoko555 for a while. I'm just doxing myself for all my usernames.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just the first 2 letters of my like first, middle, and last name. That's it. That's my entire. I think I was like 6 or 7, maybe 8 or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna make a Club Penguin account. And my parents were like, make something easy to remember. Maybe try your name, your first, middle, and last name, the first 2 letters. What is that? Oh, Kajoko. Haha, that's funny. And it just stuck.
Yeah.
That's how it's been for the
It's a
last
good name.
20 years almost.
No.
That is a good name. I have 2. One you're all familiar with. Maybe not you. I don't know if we really play games
Not
together.
you.
Not you. You scum.
So the first like gamer tag name that I always went by was Alan for the longest time. I don't know if you remember
I
Alan.
do remember Alan.
I was always Alan, and the only reason is because at the when it happened, pretty much how it happened was me and a friend, you would know him, Kyle.
I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We played Call of Duty, Black Ops 1 together, and so we would just go on and play together. And at the time, like, we didn't want to give any of our information out to like people.
Yeah.
So when we would talk to each other over chat, because we were just like doing voice chat in like in a game,
Yeah.
he decided to just start calling me Alan, so that he didn't call me by my real name, because we for some reason thought if people knew our first names, it would be bad.
Yeah, they could dox you.
Yeah. So we're just like, he called me Alan, and I can't remember. I think I called him Dino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
So I was Alan for the longest time, and then I became somehow super fat Alan because I was like, I went with it.
You're like the skinniest guy I know.
And then so I was Alan, like I was just Alan for a long time, and then one day I can't remember. Like Ren would have to give me the story for why he did it. He all of a sudden just made a drawing of he combined Pidgey from Pokemon and Vegeta, and he created a drawing that's them fused pretty much, and he named it Pidgeeta, and that's just been my name since.
Yeah.
Wait, he's the one that came up with
He
it?
came up with Pidgeeta,
Oh my god.
and I'm pretty sure I have the drawing.
I
still.
didn't even know that was the origin story for Pidgeota.
No?
I thought you were, because the first time I heard Pidgeota was when we were playing Pathfinder, and you had made Pidgeota, and I just thought you...
Is that the origin, or did Ren do the?
That actually...
I want to say the drawing came first.
I think the drawing came first as well, but I
Yeah.
also
Pathfinder would have been in college, like right when I got there. Right, so
It might
Pidgeota
have
would have been
it
that.
might have been Pathfinder because Kevin.
Kevin was Bappa.
Yeah, Kevin was Bappa
You were
instead
both
of
Dragon Ball
Nappa.
characters, and you didn't want to be like, I'm not Vegeta.
Yeah, so
I'm
I might have
Pidgeota.
been-
And I think Ren might have made the
That
drawing
origin story is a
because
bit
of it.
different then, because it would just be. I was like, I wanted to be Vegeta in Pathfinder, which is essentially Dungeons and Dragons 3.0 edition.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to be Vegeta, but I don't want to be named Vegeta, so I just went Pidgeeta.
And then Kevin was Bappa for a while, and then he just gave up and went with Nappa.
Yeah. And yeah, it was just Pidgeota, who was a monkey man, who was pretty cool, and then he died. And then he came back, and then he died.
Yeah.
It's a tragic story.
But I've
It
just
is
been
a
Vegeta
tragic
since,
story.
and every game I play as Vegeta is the monster.
Oh yeah, like your Dark Souls
My Dark
Vegetas.
Souls
Oh my
characters are
god.
monsters.
You're always like
Remember
bright
that?
pink. Like,
Like, if you go on our channel, I'm pretty sure we have our Dark Souls video somewhere on there. And
Dark
it's-
Souls 3, yeah.
Yeah, Dark Souls
Okay.
3, and it's just, I am so ugly, and
Yeah.
I'm bright pink with neon green hair.
I think I started with that. I started that with you guys as well, but I didn't
I
keep
think
up
so.
on it. I don't know.
It was me, Josh, and
Ren.
Was it Ren?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I did.
I
was
remember
going
we
to
only-
do one with you, but I don't think I ended up doing it.
Yeah, sorry, guy.
No.
I remember that it was the three of us, and Ren was just, I don't want to play this. He just
Yeah,
did not
he
want to
didn't
play
like
it
it.
at all. But we kind of like, come on, try it, man. Just try it with us.
We're gonna play like seamless multiplayer Elden Ring because I've got it on PC. I just need to play it.
I have no time for games.
That's true.
Like, I honestly, I genuinely don't. Like, the only time I have time for games is, like, when my daughter goes to
Currently.
sleep. Well, yeah, right now. Like,
We're
this
spending
weekend I
it
can
here.
play games. No, but, like, my daughter takes a nap, I can play games. But I'm usually either, like,
Doing other things.
like
You
I'm,
got
like,
other stuff to
cleaning
do,
the
yeah.
house, because that's the only time I can really clean. And I've been doing a lot of writing lately.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you got
you
other
know,
stuff
you
to
know,
do.
I've
I
been
do.
writing. I'm trying to write a book. If anybody's listening, I'm trying to write
Oh,
a
hell
book.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Evan,
There is something else I'm writing on. I don't know if Ren wants me talking to you guys about it right now.
I
It's-
think I already know about it.
You already know. He
I
might have
think
talked to you
so.
about it.
No, I don't think so.
Because I was telling him, I'm like, I want to include everybody, like even Jack. Like, I want to include everybody with it. But he's like, wait until we get a bit further into this project and then include people. And I'm like, okay, so
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
fair.
Think yes, I do.
We can talk about it
he
after the
talked
podcast,
about
then.
he talked about it to me already because I brought up the same thing coincidentally.
Oh, okay.
Very similar thing that I wanted to get into.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind going a little long that way if because I'm gonna put a disclaimer talking about the first 25 minutes where we talk about
Sad
super
shit.
sad shit. I'm gonna put it right at the beginning. So if you guys want to skip that, that way we go a little long. That way, if you do skip it, you still kind of get a full length podcast.
Is there another? I know that Quey and A just went on a tangent. Was there
Yeah,
another
tangent.
Quey and A?
Did you have another?
Oh,
Quay?
no, I looked up and then I gave up.
All right. Well, that's it.
If you
Well-
find any more next episode.
Yeah. Please, if you guys have any quiz and A's, we'd love you to
Yeah.
shoot in the comments.
Comment
I don't know
on
how to
YouTube.
do it on Spotify, though. do
On
you do that?
Spotify, let me quickly.
It's mobile,
pull
right?
It up.
I don't know how. All I know is how to
I'm not
rate.
100% sure.
I can give 5 stars, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's all I know
There-
that too.
Yeah, there's a way to do it on Spotify.
I'm so happy
I
I put it on
have
Spotify. I'm so happy.
Yep.
It just makes my life so much. Like, I can just. Because I can't really watch a YouTube video at work.
have
It's
internet,
just-
apparently.
I got YouTube Premium, so I could just listen to YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I got
Same
YouTube
thing.
Premium.
because of the
Because
ads.
the ads,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
we
did
just
the
watched
same
we
thing.
watched shows on YouTube, and it was just getting so annoying. And then it was like, oh yeah, like free trial for like a month. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, why not? And I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I loved it.
It's right now they're doing a 3-month free trial, so like fuck yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
keep it for 3 months and
And-
cancel it after.
yeah.
If I really
Yeah.
want it, I'll
I
keep
got it, and I'm like, this is worth keeping.
Yeah,
This is worth keeping.
absolutely.
Like I love not
Like,
having any ads.
If you
Yeah.
if you use YouTube on the daily, yeah, definitely like get that shit. Cause, and plus I'm already like I share a Google Drive with you guys, so it's like I'm
yeah.
like why not?
Yeah.
Just add on a little bit to have YouTube Premium, right? So it's like no biggie.
Should probably end it before we go on another tangent.
Okay, so
Oh yeah,
Quey,
is this over?
no, not yet. So I'm still going. So Quay's and
I thought it was over.
He was ending it, then we started talking about YouTube Premium.
not sponsored.
It's gonna be like an hour and a half.
It's an hour and 25 minutes. So Quay,
You know what?
Quay's
Because we
and
love
A's,
you guys. We're giving you more
It's
content.
it's stuff to listen to at work.
Yeah.
It's good.
Quay's and A's on Spotify.
Yes.
I can ask a question, and you guys can answer it on Spotify. However, the question is going to be, do you have any questions for us? So feel free to answer it with some questions towards us, and I can look at it on Spotify on the app here. And we could also, we can do it on YouTube comments, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter with the hashtag. It will make it really easy.
Yeah, I'll put
And
the
then,
hashtag in the description of everything.
Also, like if you guys are coming to my stream specifically,
yeah,
Fantasy
ask
300,
Josh specifically.
ask me on stream. I'll try and write it down, and we can.
And if he forgets, make sure you berate us in the comments.
Drummer, you forgot my
If
goddamn
he ever
question.
forgets, just like do a big donation so it pops up and he doesn't forget. 'Cause
Yeah.
that'd be
Donate
great.
it and
Yeah,
then
just
tell him
spam
to start running ads on his stream.
Yeah.
Drummer, run
make,
ads.
Make a living off of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Quey episode 8. I'm Mr. Kajoko.
I'm Phantom 300.
We got Krimmboh,
I'm still captive.
and we got Evan.
Yeah.
Not on anything. No social. Well, I mean, he's got socials, but not like.
Not really.
Not
I don't-
active.
Not
I
like.
don't-
Yeah.
I'm not a. I'm not a thing. I'm not real.
I still love Evan.
I'm
Evan's
not
awesome.
You're real.
I'm just a dad.
Go check out Roll for Stupidity. A few episodes are probably out by now, maybe 2. They're also out by now as well. I forgot to mention it. The Pizza Time episode on our
Oh,
YouTube
God.
channel.
That'll be a good time to watch.
Mamma mia, pizza.
For Boost Gaming. So go check that out. We talked about it last episode. We might change the name of Boost Gaming to just Boost or something like that.
Yeah.
Because we don't
We'll talk
do
to you
gaming
about it
videos.
after.
We'll talk to you about it after.
Oh, okay.
If we have changed it by now, you'll know.
Okay.
Look up, you'll know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Whoa!
anyway, goodbye. Rate 5 stars, comment, follow. It helps us out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.